I feel like running. I'll race you there. What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Terra Smash!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Unleash! Obey! Manifest! Unleash! You will regret this! Do your master's bidding! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance. Manifest! Obey!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Unleash! Manifest! Unleash! By ordinance divine! Manifest! Obey! You'll regret that! Bet you can't keep up with me! Bet you can't keep up with me! No escape! Get him! Go, go, Baron Bunny! Let it rain! Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll never surrender!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! What's the hurry? Freeze! Quake! Terra Smash!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
try not to enjoy this too much. Hip, hip, up. Hip, hip. Hip. Here. You're in for a little shock.
Cool it!
Manifest! Shia! Ka! Shia! Ra! Ra! Ha! Ha! Shia! Ta! Shia! Shia! Hip! Ta! Ka! Ra! Shia! Ha! Gip! Hip! Pia! Yeah! Hup!
You're in for a little shock. Hup, hup. My. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. My, you're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Hip, hip, hop. Hip, dip. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute.
Cryo incarnate! Shia! Obey! Ra! Shia! Ka! Hill! Shia! Shia! Ta! Hill! Manifest!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Let's spark things up. It looks like I got carried away.
What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! Don't push your luck. Ah, this doesn't look good.
No escape from Faye.
Terra Smash! To dust! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Must keep training. Out! Meanie! Ha! 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 Not so hard! Ha! Ha!
In your dreams. Obey! Manifest! Shia! Shia! Obey! Ha! Shia! Shia! Ta! Ka! Oh! Shia! Ha! Shia! Shia!
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah!
Come a little closer.
Tired.
You're in for a little shock.
Hit! Hit! Ha!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Yeah!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Yep.
I'm getting tired of this game. Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Yeah! Yeah!
By ordinance divine.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? Is this it? Is this the... It's so huge! That's true, but then...
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like...
Hold on a sec! Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, but if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself... You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here at—
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plot. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest— Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a—
Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold it.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set up—
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not—
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we—
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right?
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place.
You can't do that. It's dangerous. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down.
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking.
Hi there. Checking it since this was shown. So,
Great!
one of your rooms. Here are your keys.
Shenhua, you should go. Hyman's gonna. Let's buy one for.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light—
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing? Let's go and say hi.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you—
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe.
Cool. So, calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a
On this latter point, you are correct.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently?
Well, to start with, her
Ah, yes. She was like this. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued,
That's still so dangerous, though! Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, the Moon Carver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger. Red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please—
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to—
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, if she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and—
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adeptus. Hey! So, Shenhe—
Master has relayed my situation to you.
Oh? How did you—
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught— On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about— After all, Master is—
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time.
It's okay. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, for this, I am very
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the—
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other two items on— But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little— After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Given the the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tether.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Pleased to meet you. I'm Beta.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only—
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is—
Shenhe. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Wow. So it looks like— Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but—
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang.
In that case, I have a— Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're— The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are— I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent— Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
hello. Are you here for something off the...
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of some...
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some...
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard it. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time.
No, we were gonna ask you a...
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng... Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the... Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation... The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. What's the story about? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool! A hero story? The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous... In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his... The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you want to... What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in it... But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl... No! Don't do it, little... Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, for her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... not as brave as the opera. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience.
I think it's a great...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's... This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you... Huh.
Hello, sir. We were just...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin, let's...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think this place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? You know this?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe.
Okay, then let's...
Huh. What's this? So... now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an Adeptus. And so that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't... Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The village... Still, I do wonder what the connection is.
there, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll Let's go back and tell Shenhua the
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not...
It must have been so tough for you all these...
Shenhua! We're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhua, I'll tell you more about the old times.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look! This tells us how...
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhua, there's something I'd like to talk to. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me...
It's okay. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think.
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just have...
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! We can't let someone else be... That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Oh.
So...
This is some top-quality ore you found. Guess now it's my time.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you... Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find...
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about... When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way...
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else can... Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you found them to... The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. I hereby announce that the winners of the...
What? It's over already?
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade...
Huh? Where's Beto?
Captain Beto has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade... This has been a long time coming. The last time...
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my...
You're quite welcome. It's...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon. I'll be leaving now.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say...
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment.
Oh, great! So next time we run, no more questions from us. Shenhe.
Me?
Yes, this is a...
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime...
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect... So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging and...
A sense of...
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of... In short, everyone needs a reason to stay.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou. It's your turn. Do you have...
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the Ningguang. Don't forget what we talked. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the mill...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
You can't keep up with me!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Let it rain!
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Try not to enjoy this too much. Don't be such a brute. Unleash! Manifest! Obey! Manifest! Do your master's bidding! Unleash!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like...
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't...
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady on behalf of the entire Millelith. Thank you.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliment. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance...
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would...
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there...
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always...
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different...
Yes. I can't explain it. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please... In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's child...
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please. Have a good rest. Come to the... We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered an...
Is this an answer from this world?
Rest assured, the Qixing's top priority is the people's well-being.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly... Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous...
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing. Sure have. Honestly, I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today. The one written by her father.
Hey! Look!
批贯，到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought
it was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also,
you're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation, the play has an ending, but life goes on.
Thank you. I think
Ms. Yun, here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious... Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of...
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Now that I think about it, I'm sure I have much to learn.
To act. After our trip, next time I have a...
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building. I will not forget.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly? Is that so? Apart from your own skills, another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such—
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guy to—
Ah, yes. I do have some— Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger—
Blonde. Dress is all funny. Wait! Do you mean... Does that stranger's face look any...
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and he—
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya?
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the— Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to and should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honor— Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask— He stands guard at the city gate, so he may— I wish you every success—
Honorary knight. Is something a stranger with an eye patch. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was— As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some—
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more—
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation— Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said— You should go ask him.
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. You can't say I've heard of any of the material. He then had a look at the weapons. If the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angels share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angels share and—
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger?
That I have. He comes here every night. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say—
And what's Master Diluc?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's deep.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. There's too many raucous—
Another dandelion wine.
Ah, welcome, sir.
He's really here?
Even if you are a close friend, why? Handle my business better. I can't get
No intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Well, that's as good a reason as any.
So, guess we've broke.
That little one beside you.
That's not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your... My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
And he was so cold just a moment before.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the question. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need own. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key? I know everything that... Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer. As I thought. You really are similar to her. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an
Abyss here?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting we haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your...
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us. Uh-huh. Where's...
That manner. It's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the... Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about...
What would you like?
This abandoned temple does the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind... Oh, it's... The scent of the Abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Quick! Terra Smash! Dust! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Push your luck! Cool it! Dodge! Cool it! I'm not done.
That's more like it.
Surrendering will be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
quake! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
You're in for a little shock. Going out is tiring.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left the Abyss. It is chaos, that, and the creatures of the...
You seem to know a lot about the...
I suppose that's as far as judging by the traces I'm following. That perhaps we may find...
I'll race you there! Bet you can't keep up with me! Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine... All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Well, where do we begin?
Indeed. See that, floating above the flames? Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere.
Bet you can't keep up with me! Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
Whew, that's it! Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the abyss. Another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the abyss real case! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts, but they were left behind by abyss mages. And there was no... It seems that even an abyss we should leave as well.
But now we're out of leads!
No. There is one more... Let's get a move on then.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
La da 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 da. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I'm taking the stage.
Power chord!
leave no stone unturned.